generalised anxiety is best described as a constant sense of worry that I just can't break out of and can't let go of, and generally makes me feel like I'm legging it around trying to fix everything and thinking about everything. How do we help somebody break out of that? The question would be, what's the difference between a worry that you can let go of and a worry that you can't? And there are a few different elements to that, but one of it is, how catastrophic does it feel if it would happen? So sometimes if you're worrying about, am I going to be late? We want to know, what does that represent to you? What would be so bad about that if you were late? And often within generalised anxiety, it's either a sense that I'm going to have failed, or I'm going to have let somebody down, or I'm going to have made the wrong choice, and that's terrible because it will mean I've failed or I've let somebody else down. So it's possible that somebody that doesn't worry as much as you might simply not care as much about whether or not they've failed at something, or whether or not they've let somebody down. They might just think, well, I might have got it wrong, but that's okay. People are allowed to make mistakes. That might be one of the differences. So key things we're looking at is, what is it that makes you worry about it in the first place? You might be able to challenge some of that. But most importantly, or at the heart of the treatment of generalised anxiety, is tolerating the word maybe or probably. If you're really scared about something happening, it will probably be all right isn't a good enough answer. I want to know that it's definitely going to be all right. But usually the things that I'm worried about here aren't things that I can get a concrete answer to. So is my friend annoyed with me, or are they going to be upset with me if I say no? I can't get a 100% answer. And if I want to guarantee that they're not going to be offended with me, I'll overthink what I'm going to say. I'll reread my messages. I will spend forever thinking about what I'm going to do. If I'm worried about, is this thing that I'm going to buy the right one, I'm going to read all the reviews and I'm going to get stuck in a bit of a rabbit hole going over and over and over it. And I still don't get anywhere. I still can't be 100% convinced. So what if we helped you work on your ability to say, okay, I'm just going to stop checking. I'm going to stop seeking reassurance gradually, and I'm going to stop researching, and I'm just going to live my life by saying, am I going to be late? I might be, but I'm not going to check my route again. I'm just going to sit with that worry for a while. I'm worried that my friend's offended with me because of what I've said. I really want to go reread my text messages or send a message to apologise. Instead, I'm going to practice sitting with this uncomfortable feeling of nervousness, of anxiety, of worry, until eventually I'm able to tolerate it. And the day comes where actually I'm tempted to go and check something, I have a worry pop into my mind, and I'm able to go, yeah, it'll probably be all right. That's uncomfortable. I'd rather know, but I can't. So I'm just not going to do these things. I don't have to. And it gets a lot easier the more you practice.